So far, we have created some reports, and especially the last one, we have keep modifying it and making it a bit more dynamic. But for example, something that is really important is just to discuss about texts, because we can help the user just know exactly what information he or she they are looking at the screen using the texts. Now, why have we left all these functions about the text up until this time around and not before? Well, because we now know how to use variables, and we will learn now the capacity of the system to also get the value of these variables and set them in text. So we will manage both fixed and variable text. So well, for this, let's open again this path, and the transaction we will use is change, because we want to create a new report just for this. We will modify one of the existing reports. So the one that we'll modify, it's the last one that we have created, the priority. So let's open the detail for it, and well, we will hide the navigation here, the left panel. But well, the values that we want, all the text actually, it's in extras. So let's come here all the way to the top. And in report texts, first we will start with what we call the title page. So well, we have all these lines available for just the text that we want as title. And again, we will combine a fixed text with just a variable text. So here, the first line, we just want to type as fixed text the author of this report. So as you can see, it's just typing it directly, but the system needs to know which variable contains that value. So right now, we just have to come here at the top and click Insert Standard Variable. And from the list of possible values, I mean, actually, we already have the one that we want right now, so let's just keep that one. We can modify the way it's going to be shown, but right now, let's just continue, because actually, we want to use and just add some other values here. So again, for text, fixed text, let's just enter date of the output. And again, we will just insert this standard variable. But again, of course, well, but it's important, it's to select the correct one that we want right now for this second line, which is the date. Now, important maybe also, I mean, the report name. So, and we can just modify the error here. Now, let's continue. And right now, we want the report name. So with that fixed text, let's insert the next standard variable. Report name. Then just maybe the report, the library and the report group, for example. So let's just enter it. So now the library, here we have it. And finally, just the report group. Perfect. Let's just insert the last one. And that's it. Now this is again what we call just the title page, but we actually have another section which is called the header for the report. So let's go back. Let's first save this, and it just go back so we can work with the headers. So come here, and well, we have three main things that we want to show, which is the controlling area, the fiscal year, and the period from and period to. So let's start with the controlling area. So now this is the user will know exactly the data that he or she they are seeing. They will know immediately what controlling area all this data belongs to. So now, well, we will insert, this is a characteristic. So actually, from the list of possible values, we already have the correct one, the controlling area. Now we want the fiscal year. And again, this is the most interesting thing because we have set up all these values as variables, but thanks to the possibility of adding variables here in combined with fixed text, the system will immediately show the correct value. So well, fiscal year, and then let's enter from, well, let's say actually from period. And here, well, this is the process a bit different because, well, we need to select characteristic, and I mean the characteristic is period, but we have to just choose the correct value in the from and to. So here in the value type, first we will select the from value, and then we'll just enter it like this and insert then the same characteristic, but now, so period, which is the same characteristic, but now the value type will be 2. So that's fine. Perfect. Now, well, let's save the text for the header. Let's save the changes to the report, and let's execute this again so we can have a look at those texts in the real report. So after running the report, the first screen, that the user will see is the parameter screen. So exactly this one. And they can select the parameters. Right now, we won't modify those values. And let's just run the report. And well, as you can see, as the header, we have the controlling area. And again, dynamically, the system just recovered, for example, the fiscal year and the values of the from period and to period. And also, if we want to see the title page, we have to come all the way to the top. And again, dynamically the system read all the values. And after the fixed text, we have the values for those variables. Just to double check, let's go back. And let's modify this like from period 5 to period 5. So again, like for May. Let's run this again. And well, that's the point, right? Just making this variable, then the system knows automatically that the system knows that it needs to go and check the value of the variable and replace that among the fixed text. So we can have that correct replacement of the value. The user then can know exactly what information he or she they are seeing. And well, this is working just perfectly. Just about one last thing about the title page. Sometimes the point also of the title page is because we export or we print the reports. We even send them by email. So it can be just additional data that goes into the output. Well, it's nice to know that we can also use this section for that. So, well, right now that was pretty much what we want to show. So let's just quit this. And now that we know a bit better how to use texts, we can just close the session. And as always, thank you for everything, and we invite you to keep learning with all of our trainings.